No self-respecting DJ would ever pre-program their set. And that is actually most of a DJ's job.
Oh my god, this place is too close to where I work. Too close.
Are you looking for the best weed in Sanford, Florida?
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there.
The Glog is old enough to drink. Welcome to Glog 21. Today, I'm gonna answer a question because somebody on the last Glog said that no self-respecting DJ would ever pre-program their set. And to that I say, tell that to James Hype, tell that to all these other guys. Not that I'm equating myself to them, but I am saying that it is always good to know, or at least have an idea of what you're going to play when you're gonna play, especially in a place that you've played for the last 4 years. So to that gentleman or lady, hashtag equality, that believes no self-respecting mixologist would pre-program their set, to that I say, it depends on how long you've been playing that place, because you don't want to come off as repetitive. One of the biggest mistakes I see DJs make, they go to a place that they play every week, and they like to play almost the same set, or a variation of the same set. I like to make sure that I don't play the same songs even for a month, unless they're a very highly requested song. It's not set in stone, but it's definitely a good rule of thumb. It's always better to not sound repetitive. You want to bring them a new show every single week, but this is much easier. It sounds smoother. I have an idea of what every hour is going to look like at that place because, again, I've been there for 4 years. So I know the clientele, I know the flow, the ebb and flow of the room. And that's something that is very important. That is actually most of a DJ's job. Most of a DJ's job is to read a room. It's always nice to come a little bit prepared, because if not, you'll end up giving them the same show every single week. That is, unless you're somebody that is really good at memorizing your entire set of the night. Personally, I couldn't tell you most of the music I played once I get off stage, at least for about an hour. I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you the reason why that is, but I could tell you that that is something that I've experienced for many years. I think it's because I get really excited and I get really in the moment and I just kind of forget about it. So I think the Glog, that's one of the reasons why I started recording this. Also, it's nice to have a little bit of content to share with you about the day in the life, as well as mixing. So one of the things that I was also asked is the kind of rig that I use. Why do I use only one turntable as opposed to two? Well, funny thing, that one broke. So normally I come out with two Technique 1200s and my DDJ 1000 SRT. This is probably my favorite controller I've ever had. It is nice and portable. It's not too heavy. It does almost everything I want it to. If this thing was a standalone or an all-in-one with like a USB that I could just plug in and play, that would be ideal. But alas, we only have one that works with Serato. So this is the rig that I use. And then I also use the phase controllers for the turntables because I don't want to spend money on needles. So it's really all a cost-effective thing. The reason that I bought the DDJ SRT is because I have a mixer that I like with the 1200s that I like, and if I really just want to go digital, I can go digital. So that is the main reason you see me with such a ridiculous setup. So today, obviously, I am back at West End Trading Company in beautiful downtown Sanford, and I will be playing from 10 to 2, as I always do. Look at me, I'm rhyming all over the place. So yeah, it's gonna be top 40 and dance, like usual. But I usually go all over the place. I say top 40 and dance, but I think I might be playing some Al Green and mixing that with, like, I think Taylor Swift or Drake or something. So I kind of go all over the place. A true open format night. But because most people don't know what the fucking open format night is, I just say it's a top 40 and dance because that's the bulk of what I play. And basically by midnight, I'm already playing mostly top 40. And now it's time to load up the gear. Welcome to Glog 21.
So I stopped by Wild West End, and I know what you're saying. Why am I going to the country bar? Because my friend Miguel just brought his delicious food, Maya Rosa, to Wild West End. So here's what happened. I get a call from Miguel about a year ago saying that he wanted to put Maya Rosa, his delicious food, his delicious restaurant, into downtown Sanford. And around the same time, Paul said that he wanted a delicious food truck to move into the back of Wild West End. Well, I put them two together, and now I'm getting a smash burger named after me. It's a pop-up called Maya Rosa, and it's behind Wild West End. So Wild West End is where I play. Wild West End is right next door to the country bar. And now I have a reason to go to the country bar. Look at that deliciousness. Forgive the flickering light. I'm about to crush this thing before work. All right, time to try this delicious burger. Oh my God. It's juicy. The onions. So good. This place is too close to where I work. Too close.
Real hard when you're in it, but I guess in the end it's
every day, every night, all the time. Every day I need 1.5 ounces. SP, the only flow that you know.
Are you looking for the best weed in Sanford, Florida?
And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there.
Today gets a solid 8. The crowd was a lot of fun. The music was good. It was just what we needed. The flow of the night just went really well. Shout out to the regulars. You guys are great. So yeah, I guess it's an 8.5, 9. Let's call it a 9. Today was a 9. And I got to use the Chronic Guru drop and watched all the deviants. I saw all of you that looked back at me. I know what you deviants are up to online. Anyway, you deviants, I'll see you next time for Glog 22.